According to a recent survey, 45% of millennials and Gen Zers said that they had a general distrust for news and media.
That's true, and over 14,000 were millennials and Gen Zers were in part of this survey, and that number's been going up consistently, about 10% every year. And so we've seen things like the hack of Equifax, Cambridge Analytica meddling in our presidential elections, and there's been a growing distrust in institutions, both government and private companies.
So hi, my name's Gia Douglas. I'm a Sewell Scholar here at Babson College, and I'm interested in technology.
And what generation are you?
And I'm a Gen Zer.
And I'm Dan Edelbeck. I'm a millennial. I'm getting my MBA here at Babson College. I'm one of the co-presidents of the Babson Blockchain Network, and I really am excited about Tezos and its unique governance model and the different ways that smart contracts can be applied to increasing transparency and accountability in our society.
So what is Tezos?
Yeah, so Tezos is a smart contract platform to be able to build a decentralized application on top of it, but what's really unique is that it's secure. The coding language is Michelson. It's a functional coding language such that it's easier to validate and verify that information is secure on the network. It's interesting how the consensus mechanism is modular and can be updated in real time on chain, and it's faster and more built to last. It has about 40 to 50 transactions per second on chain, and there's a liquid proof of stake consensus mechanism, which is very unique, so that it is modular and they're able to do on-chain voting.
So we would like to present to you WeTruth. This is going to be an open source protocol built on the Tezos blockchain stack, and it's for developers to build their unique domain-specific information verification networks.
So that's all a lot, right? What's a unique information verification network? So WeTruth is a protocol layer for developers to be able to build on top of when they're looking to validate information. And these are all going to be based on specific events. So the end consumers and the end applications might be something like a news site, or even down the road as this gets greater adopted and we can prove the consistency and history of it. It could even be the Department of Justice using it as evidence in court. But developers are going to be working to create protocols specific to specific domains where information is needed to be validated. And the WeTruth protocol is the foundation layer that can be used to create specific information domains. So information domains, they're going to be created community moderated domain truths. And these domain truths are the protocols that that developers can create on specific information protocols. So to put this into context, if we were looking at a news site that wanted to be able to increase its verification, increase its trust, grow its connection with its users, and have a news site that we can grows a better adoption, they're going to want to be able to prove that the information they're reporting on is true. Utilizing a community moderated domain truth, a protocol developer could create a domain truth around the specific topics in that news site that news site covers. So if this news site covers political campaigns and political events, a developer could create a protocol around events that took place in the political arena. So did Donald Trump get impeached? There would be a decentralized Oracle network that the protocol developer would create to validate that information, and the users in that system would stake their Tezos, their XTZ token, to be able to participate in that network and validate that information. When it's done on a large scale, this information can be proven true, and those that stake and the outcome is true based on the consensus, they get rewarded XTZ tokens, and the protocol developer layer would take a small percentage of that. So it's a really unique model, and this is where the community domain truths come into play.
So for our society, this has a huge impact on society, as everybody Increasingly, this generation wants accountability and verifiable truth. We don't want fake news. We want real news. We want to have trust in our society, and that trust is what's going to build the use of our blockchain network, building human connection, societal happiness, and communal innovation. Currently, there's 38 Tezos developers and around 226.4 million global developers, so there's a huge market for Tezos to cash in on. The market size of the news and media right now consists of $2.45 trillion. So this is including sports betting, news media, and this is only a portion of the future implications of what our building on the blockchain can impact and be part of. And around 276 million every single year just in the US is spent on news subscriptions. And this is the one for the true truth. So true news and all. And yeah.
Yeah. And so for WeTruth, we're going to be addressing that 2.76 million initially as our obtainable specific market that we look to capture. And so this is where we see as the first entry to be utilizing our protocol for kind of our beachhead entrance to the market, growing more verifiable information, and then growing that as other domain-specific interests are able to capture this as well. We want to thank everyone here at Tezos for hosting this event, and we want to thank all the sponsors, and we're really excited. So thanks again.
Thank you.
So I think it's a very interesting concept, and I think that, it has potential. In terms of the pitch presentation, I would just suggest, because I'm coming from the world of startups and entrepreneurship, relax. You guys did great. Just in future, try to be just like a little bit more at ease. But in terms of the verification of information, that's one of the things that I consider to be most imperative, and I think the model and the concept is very noble, and I just want to let you guys know that. Awesome.
Good work, guys. Good work. Thanks a lot.